It's round 2 of the 2025 ABB FIA Formula E World Championship. 12 months ago, Pascal Wehrlein took victory here on his way to his inaugural world title. And we're back once again for the second race of season 11 here in Mexico City. 21.8 million people live around here. It is a very densely populated area, as you can see. The mountains there in the background, the clouds overhead, and the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez is the venue for 22 drivers ahead of lights out this afternoon. Very much looking forward to this one, the 2.630 kilometre long circuit. 19 turns in total. Turn 1, one of the best overtaking opportunities. Karun Chandok, you can see down here in towards the first corner. Drivers probably going to be making a fair amount of moves through there today.
It's been tightened up for this year and an even bigger braking zone as a result, so we'll see even more overtaking.
Certainly will. You can see going through the chicanes in towards this stadium section, the fans adorning the circuit in towards turn 13. It is an overtaking opportunity here back in 2020. You can see moves being made on the inside. Attack mode there activated on the outside of turn 15 as well for the drivers. We head through that stadium section and then they'll have four-wheel drive and 350 kilowatts of power all the way around the Peraltada, the 180-degree final corner on towards the start-finish straight. It's going to be hugely exciting, but you can see it doesn't exactly favour those who make mistakes. This is David Beckman in free practice 1 yesterday afternoon, having a bit of a slip and a slide. But yeah, drivers there can be punished if they go a little bit offline.
As the race unfolds, you get marbles, you get dust, you get stuff on the outside line there. If you get a wheel on that, you can easily end up in that patio on the left-hand side.
Certainly can do. So here is the starting grid. Sebastian Buemi, Nick Cassidy on the back row. They have got penalties for the torque not matching the throttle map. Likewise, Robin Freund as well. Taylor Barnard, he was third in Sao Paulo. He starts down in 19th on the grid today. Next up is Norman Nasso and Lucas de Grassi in the Lola Yamaha Apt. Then you've got Jake Hughes also with a 3-place penalty for impeding during qualifying. Dan Ticktum in the Cupra Kiro lines up alongside. Nick de Vries also picking up a penalty in the Mahindra for impeding, so he will have a fair bit of work to do. David Beckman in the Cupra Kiro lines up a career best 12th on the grid, just behind his compatriot Nico Muller on the fringes of the top 10. And speaking of the top 10, here is how it lines up. Sam Bird in the Neil McLaren, that's his first top 10 start in Mexico since 2020. He celebrated his 38th birthday here on Thursday. Zay Maloney gets his best ever start in Formula E in 9th position. Keen to see what the Barbadian driver is going to be able to do. Ellen Mortara, back-to-back dual appearances also for Jake Dennis in the Andretti in 7th position on the grid. The Porsche powertrain very strong here. Max Günther, a highest placed driver without points in the championship. He lines up in 6th position on the grid. Then inside the top 5 it is Mitch Evans. He started and finished here in that position in 2024. He's the championship leader coming into this race. Next up, Oliver Rowland, also back-to-back dual appearances for him. He led the most laps in Sao Paulo, picked up a penalty though, and was not able to take a chance at victory. Jean-Eric Vergne, his best qualifying here since 2022, and the best qualifying for Diaz Penske since 2016 as well. The front row of the grid, Antonio Felix da Costa, his best ever qualifying here in Mexico, and a front row start and a pole position, a record 4th for Pascal Wehrlein at the front of the grid. Back-to-back poles for the first time in his Formula E career, and a front row lockout also for Tag Heuer Porsche for their first time ever.